After getting drenched in Princess Louisa Inlet, we now head south for the 250 nautical mile trip to Seattle. But what's out there, lying in wait, as we make our way down the Sunshine Coast to Vancouver? The beautiful, the alluring, and the mortally dangerous.
That's a big one.
Are all in our path ahead, and we have no idea what we're in for.
Welcome to the beautiful Pacific Northwest. We're Ingrid and Jim, a couple seeking new adventures aboard our 37-foot sailboat, Indigo.
First stop, Smuggler Cove. A well-hidden anchorage and provincial park with an entrance channel 30 feet wide, surrounded by shoals and rocks, seen only at low tide.
Does I see a little rock? There's a little rock that seems to be kind of in the middle here. There's a rock right there.
Due to the narrow bays, boats here need to anchor and stern tie to shore, similar to med mooring. And this is the first time we've attempted it.
A few things went wrong, but we were able to work through them. The windlass stopped working and I wasn't able to bring up the chain. So we had to reset the circuit breaker. And then once it started coming up, it started to wrap around the spool there. I was trying to do it with my toe. I was able to get it through. And then we were able to pull up the anchor and then reset our anchor.
Okay, drop it now. So we're this close.
We went to shore and set the stern tie. The tide is quite low, so you had to climb up quite a bit to get to the chain. Aside from the 5,000 mosquitoes that are here and the bees, I think this is a beautiful spot.
Smuggler Cove got its name after being used as a hideout by the king of the smugglers, Pirate Larry Kelly, who would smuggle unemployed immigrant workers from Canada into the United States in the late 1800s. The cove was also a primary hideout for rum runners smuggling liquor into the U.S. during Prohibition in the 1920s.
We hit a log while under sail, had the motor running, but now this log seems to be caught on our keel, not getting any steerage. We are traveling 4 knots. I'm not sure how to get that log out from under there now. Alright, lost the log by steering around into the wind and it got it off the keel. I do seem to have my steerage back. I don't know what it did to our prop though, that's the problem. So, I guess the next thing is to try turning on the engine and see what happens. How bad is the damage?
we moving?
So far, so good. We are moving. We'll be under power enough, be under control enough that we're going to be able to get into the marina, but we might have to do a little underwater camera work and find out what it really looks like down there.
Stray logs are a constant hazard when sailing the Pacific Northwest, more so here where helilogging is done. Usually we avoid them while underway. This time, we were lucky.
Bowen Island is known to have a giant life-size mastodon hiding somewhere in the forest. Built by driftwood sculpture artist Guthrie Gloag, its location is secret. No maps to it exist. The only way to find it is to ask the locals for clues.
It would take like 2 minutes to drive to the trailhead, but if you were to walk because of all the hills, it would take like an hour. And then it would be like a steep, like the hike itself is probably about 20 minutes, not that bad.
Okay, we can do that.
Across the street you'll see a house, driveway. I found it!
In the far right corner, a little sign, a tiny sign says trail.
And the trail starts just behind your driveway. So let's walk through, you'll see like a little blue Mastodon wooden cutout.
We are on the right track.
Steep up right away, there's like a water basin, you go around that.
This is quite a hike to get up here.
When you walk from the marina.
Well, yeah.
And then there's
A rocky bluff on the right hand side.
and then you'll kind of veer to the right and upwards again.
Okay, this way.
An aluminum dog ball under the rock.
Okay.
Are we close?
Yeah.
Right up here.
Take a right, up a steep hill just at the top of this.
All right, thank you.
There it is. We found the Mastodon. It is pretty cool. It is kind of hard to find, and you do need the locals' help with clues as to how to find it.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's quite a steep trek. I can only imagine hauling some of these pieces of wood, but I assume this guy was in pretty good shape, so it would have to be after a while.
Well, it really is made out of driftwood.
It's a nice little thing to do, like once you know where it is, to take someone and then they know and you kind of pass it along.
If you don't find it, we'll send out a search team.
Yeah, we will.
Next stop, BC's largest city, Vancouver. About a 3-hour sail from Bowen Island.
This is what we came here to do. Put up the sails.
Our passage will take us under the famed Lions Gate Bridge into Cole Harbor Marina downtown.
That one's even bigger.
Of this warm, sunny afternoon and head over to Stanley Park, just a short walk or ride from the marina. Stanley Park is a large urban park right on the harbor. It's great. They have bike paths and walking paths as well as trails throughout the park. But it's a beautiful park. It's great for walking. A lot of people walk, a lot of people bike. Great exercise. It's beautiful. It's along the waterfront. It goes around the park to English Bay. And it's a sunny day, so we're taking advantage of riding some bikes.
And here we are underneath the Lionsgate Bridge, where we just came through with the boat.
While cycling around Stanley Park, things were changing quickly over the Pacific. Gale-force storms were lining up to meet us head-on during our planned passages south across the Strait of Georgia and Strait of Juan de Fuca. Our weather window was changing, and not for the better.
These storms are coming at a time when we're already grappling with some of the most destructive weather we've ever seen.
Stay tuned.